I recently visited Sikkim, that's East Sikkim, Gangtok to be precise, and it's a real hidden gem as far as tourism is concerned from India perspective. Few of the fact, even I was not aware. The first and foremost is that Sikkim was not a part of India when it gained independence. And if you look at it, it was made as a state, Indian state. It got into an Indian state after the monarchy. Sikkim monastery was overthrown and became part of India only in 1975, which I was also not aware. So, having said that, it's always still now it's always a bit of a challenge to reach Sikkim because it is all over. It's a kind of a mountain state. There are many mountains in Sikkim across Sikkim. Though geographically it is divided as East Sikkim, West Sikkim, North Sikkim, um, East, West, North, and South. And Gangtok is belongs to East Sikkim. Gangtok is the capital of Sikkim. So if you the first place normally they reach is Gangtok, and then they go which is East Sikkim, and then they travel by a cab or maybe a bus to East, North, and South Sikkim. Apart from the East Sikkim, Gangtok in the neighborhood itself that is maybe 20 to 30 kilometers. There are number of places of tourist attraction. That's what we are going to see. Maybe that takes from the reaching Gangtok itself will take even if you take a flight. After that, you land in Bagdogra, place called Bagdogra, and then you got to go to Gangtok, which is 4 to 5 hours of travel. So getting to Gangtok itself, even by taking a flight and then traveling by a cab, it takes about a day's time. Similarly, when you return, it takes a day's time. That is Gangtok back to Bagdogra and take a flight takes a day's time. So apart from these 2 days, for which is totally involved in travel, if you are want to, um, uh, go out and look out for the places of tourist interest, might take about 2 to 3 days. So that's way, like maybe you need to plan just for the Gangtok alone. It takes about, um, including travel, it might take about 4 to 5 days, and it is much peaceful. You'll relish after just traveling and being there with Gangtok. People are so nice and so friendly as well, compared to many states of India. So again, if you look at the map, I basically traveled from Chennai. Chennai is over here, and then you need to take a flight to somewhere over here to West Bengal, and you have a place which is known as Bagdogra. It should be over here, a part of West Bengal. You got to, and then it is shown here, and from West Bengal, that is Bagdogra, which is part of West Bengal, and then you need to take a cab or a bus or something to Gangtok, which normally takes 4 plus hours. Quickest would be four plus. On an average, going to take 5 hours, 125 kilometers from Bagdogra to Gangtok, approximately because the uphill mountainous region, you can't go very fast. It's about approximately about 25 kilometers per hour is what is the travel speed. But let me tell you one thing. It's so very the nature because you travel uphill along a river which is known as Teesta River. It's so picturesque. So you will not miss out. You will really, really relish it. So in this video, I'll show you. As we traveled across the Teesta River, again, it's about in the 125 kilometers, more than 20 to approximately about I'll say about 30-35 kilometers. You travel along the Teesta River, so it's very picturesque. So you'll really relish it, seeing that, and then you reach finally Gangtok in about 5 hours time. So if you look at how do we reach, yes, I said reach. You need to reach Bagdogra, which is 120 approximately 120 kilometers. That's the flight point. Or if you're taking a train, then it's not Bagdogra. It's near Siliguri. So we travel by air. So we reached Bagdogra. It's 120 kilometers, and then from there you need to rent a cab or buy bus. It takes about 4 to 5 hours. You need to ensure that you have a proper accommodation at Gangtok. There are so many nice places, nice resorts as well, and these all these resort pricing goes up. It's all depending upon the time when you. It's the rates are peak in particularly April, May, June. It's summertime. The rates are almost double, and only the um, the the flip part is that April, May, June, you'll not be able to see the snow. If you want to see the snow, yes, then it's March, maybe Feb end or March is the best time to see the snow. Not at Gangtok, but a place called Changu Lake. You can see the view of Kanchenjunga as well. There is a possibility. It all depends on the weather because Changu Lake or Songo Lake, they call it differently. It's about 30 kilometers from Gangtok. Again, you need to travel uphill. Gangtok is about 1,500 meters above the sea level, and Sangu Lake or it's about 300. I mean, sorry, about 4,000 meters above sea level. So you still need to travel up the road. But the interesting point is that it is controlled by Indian Army and Border Roads Organization, which has done a great job in the last 5 6 years. The roads are so beautifully made from Gangtok to Changu Lake. Best maintained roads. You need to have a get the permit a day in advance, or even on that day it's possible. The crowds are less, and you got to go to. That is one of the important sightseeing part. That is Changu Lake. We'll see that, or Natula Pass, still further another 20 kilometers from Changu Lake. So sightseeing always keep a buffer of 2 to 3 days. 2 days, even 2 days at Gangtok is fine. Full days, and Gangtok is just enough to visit the places of interest. This is all in East Sikkim. So that's about kind of a introduction as how to reach Gangtok. We'll see. How we travel to Gangtok. So here we are on flight from Chennai to Bagdogra. We are putting on flight in a few minutes. And then we landed at Bagdogra, and then took a cab. And we had a good drivers. I have given the details, so if you wish to use them, you could use them. They are so polite and highly skillful in driving up the mountain. So I've given the details about the cab we have used.
అది Norling मा छ रङ्गे डिसिलिङको उता यो पछि
Anything special?
No, ma'am.
मतलब फ्लैग
ये जैसे बुद्धिस्ट का फ्लैग होता है, इसका
Okay.
मन का शांति ये सब के लिए फ्लैग
நல்லா இருக்கேனா नाइट पर ड्राइव करके बहुत मुश्किल அப்போ எவ்வளோ வேணும் எவ்வளோ தண்ணி இருந்திருக்கணும். சாண்ட் பார்த்தியா சுமிஷா? ஒயிட்டாக தான் சிமெண்ட் மாதிரியே இருக்கு. வெஸ்ட் பெங்காலுக்கு ஃபுல்லாக தண்ணி தான் போகும். சிக்கிம் வெஸ்ட் பெங்கால்.
बैठेगा ना आपके अच्छी मंदिर के सामने बैठेगा। ठीक बाबा ठीक।
Ini duka ya na data duka ya na duka kotto lo to data. Kondo kotto tani duka ya.
And finally, and finally, we reached Summit Norling, which is about 7 kilometers from MG Mar. It's a kind of a resort and spa. The rates are on the little bit on the higher side. It costs about anywhere between per day. It's about 4,000 onwards. Depends on the season as well. April, May, June, it's so very high. It goes up to even 9,000 odd. If it's in a odd season like February, you will get a good rates, discounted rates of approximately around cost around 3,000. So since we landed in the late night, it was the lights were not there, so we need to really see how it looks in the morning. This night time, and that's the restaurant opposite our stay place.